Okay, guys, so it's the next day. It is the 20th of June, and it's about 5:30, 5:35. Anyway, what I was gonna say from the last episode, so last previous upload, I was talking about jobs and stuff, and I've decided that obviously I need to apply for a job, but I'm gonna apply for like grad schemes and stuff, and I was just looking, I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? There's nothing wrong with me applying for these kind of jobs. Of course, like I want to make YouTube into a thing. I want to do this. I want to do that. But you know, I realized that obviously one, I need money, but two, because of my situation and where I'm at right now, it's like I kind of need a decent paying job, and of course that's gonna make it a lot harder in terms of uploading, in terms of doing this and that. But you know, with that comes with opportunity of figuring things out and be able to streamline my training and maybe potentially meet people who are in the same boat as me and willing to try something different. Who knows, maybe. But it's always an opportunity to learn things. For example, if I do get this job, you know probably going to be a 9 to 5, and that means I'm going to have to find a way of getting my training done in an hour or so. Is either I just improve my stamina, and I still do those working sets and the weights, and I just improve my stamina. That counts as a form of GBP anyway. Or I streamline it, I cut it down, and then I schedule it a lot more better, which is probably the right way to go. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But like I was saying, I was working to the realization is the fact that I guess the gym, or you just going to the gym and improving yourself, it is in a way self-improvement in some ways. But I personally anyway, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I personally don't put myself as in the self-improvement niche. If you guys don't put me there, then that's on you guys. But I personally don't want to do that. I'll tell you, and I'll say that more in a bit. But the reason why I don't put myself in that bracket simply because of the fact that there's at the end of the day, I'm just living my life. That's it, really. I'm just living my life and documenting it for you guys to see. And I guess my whole thing is the fact that let's just see where this takes me. Do you know what I mean? Of course, like I'll be honest with you guys, like I want to do more than just going to the gym. I like playing games. I like doing this. I like doing that. I like playing football. I have so many ideas that I want to do and explore, and that's not exactly in the self-improvement niche. And so, in one way, I don't want to box myself in too early. And that's just the mindset that I have. It's just like I want to experiment things. I want to try things. And the only thing I can literally do right now is go to the gym, and that's the only way I can produce videos. I can't have a gaming setup in my room. I can't have a gaming setup anywhere else because I can't make that much noise. And I had ideas, but I can't afford those ideas. So I need to figure out somewhere, and the only way that I can be consistent in uploading is by going to the gym where I actually have the space to be able to make noise, to be able to do what I do, and I'm actually pretty good at it. I've made progress, and there's always progress to be made. And so I've got all these ideas that I want to do, and at the end of the day, I'm just documenting my journey. I always say this, like I feel like calisthenics has opened up so many opportunities, avenues for me to explore, and it's just by going through the YouTube route, and that's how I want to go about it. And let's just see where it takes me. Do you know what I mean? Like, what happens? Let's see what happens if I do hit the million. If I do hit the million, let's see what other doors open just by me just trying hard and trying new things and just experimenting. That's the only thing. And I guess the reason why I don't want to put myself in the self-improvement niche of the category is simply because of the fact that the name has been completely tarnished by individuals who say one thing but they go on other ways. And the thing is, like, I don't even mind that. It's just the fact that they, I guess, when it comes to taking certain criticism, they get a bit defensive. They may block comments, do this, do that, and they're just bouncing from place to place. And at the end of the day, it makes them look like a hypocrite. The thing is, I'm not, and I get it. At the end of the day, it's like, I mean, obviously I'm Muslim, in it. I'm not gonna say I'm a perfect Muslim, but from the things that I do know, it's like we've been Allah has created us weak, and so from that perspective, it's like, you know what, I get it. But on the other hand, it's just a bit, I don't know, it just tarnishes the name, and it tarnishes your reputation, tarnishes your name, and tarnishes the niche that you're in, and it gives a bad rep to everyone. I guess that's one of the reasons why I don't want to be in it. And secondly, it's the fact that, you know what, it's my channel, it's my life, and I just want to show you guys like the journey of me just starting off with calisthenics, and let's see what doors that opens. And if I decide to go through that door, I do. If I don't, take another one. And I think it's just that one thing, and I truly believe everyone has that one unique gift, one unique talent that they have, that if they choose to go for it, if they choose to monetize it, or if they just choose to like show it to the whole world, it'll open so many doors. And I truly believe every single person has that, whether they're poor, whether they're old, young, rich, I don't care what it is. Everyone has that one particular thing, what they're good at. For me, I just happen to be pretty good at sports. I happen to be naturally athletic, naturally lean as well. I used to play sports all the time, and for me, I know I used to pick up sports really quickly, whether it was football, whether it was hockey, whether it was all these other sports like gymnastics, calisthenics. I used to pick up pretty quickly, and during my school time, I was always like one of the top ones there. I wasn't the best because there's obviously some people who just used to go football club. I wasn't even allowed to join a club, and I was pretty good, So I was naturally gifted in terms of that kind of realm, and I was a good student as well. I used to get A's and B's, a couple of C's and whatnot, But I used to be a social butterfly. I used to go from place to place. I used to bounce from group to group, and I used to like talk to them, and then they just let me in because that's just the person that I was, and I still am, to be fair. So I have those skills, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's just use them. You know what I mean? Let's just use them. And so, yeah. Although people may put me in the self-improvement category, I personally don't put myself in there because, like I said, I am Muslim at the end of the day, and I'm trying my best to stick to the rules and regulations that have been set, even though I ain't the best. I'm still learning. But yeah, that's just it. And I don't know, man. It's just a bit of a shame, really, with the self-improvement niche. Like, obviously it's meant to be a good thing, and then there are good people there, but over time you get other people, you get other actors, and then it just turns into a bit of a cringe fest. It turns to people who like try to imitate others, and ultimately it loses its uniqueness, and it brings in frauds, it brings in this, brings in that, and ultimately, the whole niche itself gets tarnished. I'm not saying that it's overall a bad thing, but it has to be done in a proper way. It has to be done in a specific way. And for me, like, I feel like it has to be done with authenticity. It has to be done, like even making money. I don't want to even. Obviously, I want to make money, but there has to be a certain way of making money without, like, if I have a good audience, inshallah, I will. I don't want to take your money in a certain way and then make you feel like you're just giving me money, and then you feel bad after giving it. No, I want to. If you're gonna give me money, then it's just like I want to do it the best way. I want to do it the proper way, and I'm not trying to name certain people and stuff because nothing's been. Obviously, there's so much things going on in the background that I have no idea. But yeah, I just want to. There's a proper way of doing things, and I've admitted to myself, and I put my hands in the air and just like, you know what, I'm gonna take the slow grind. I'm gonna take the long grind. I'm not gonna try and blow up straight away. If that means I need to get a job, I need to go get a grad scheme or whatnot, you know what, I'll do it. Because I always wanted to have like a quick YouTube channel where it's like I'm monetizing this and that, but then obviously that comes with drawbacks. So there's always pros and cons to everything. With the job, that if what I do get, I'll get to be more authentic on camera because hey, I don't need money. I'm earning it from a job. But of course, when time goes on, certain things will happen. And like I said, for me, I just want to explore YouTube and see where it takes me. I have so many things I want to do. I want to do football. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to make movies, not movies, but I want to create short films. I want to explore my artistic side of filmmaking and photography. Not maybe I don't know about photography, but like color grading, all that stuff. There's so much to it, and I just want to explore it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got such sick ideas that I've always wanted to do, but I just don't have the knowledge, the equipment, and the people to help me with those certain things. And inshallah, it'll come with time, but I have to take the long grind, and I have to accept that, you know what, I might need to get a proper job, which is okay. I'm not mad at it. I thought I'd be able to do it within a certain time frame where it's like, you know what, I couldn't do it. And with certain realizations and me reflecting, pondering over decisions and things I've been learning by watching YouTube and other YouTubers and how they're feeling about X YouTuber and Y YouTuber and Z YouTuber. I was just like, you know what? Okay, you know what? It's fine. My goals may have to be delayed a bit further, but that's okay. And eventually they're coming, InshaAllah. But yeah, so that when it comes to making money, you know what? I might not become the full-time YouTuber, but that's okay. Eventually it'll come through. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. And you know what? I'm not gonna waste any of your more time. If I talk later about it, I'll talk later about it. If not, it is what it is. I'll see you guys in the park. I'm training legs today.
Huh?
Yeah.
I see you're filming me now.
I'm gonna see session.
Okay.
I got my own cameraman today.
Yeah.
Give me my phone. You got 87.6.
It goes down quickly, but it's fine. That's why I have to train quickly, or the charge goes. I don't mess with that because then the camera falls. Yeah, just leave it like that. Try and keep me in the frame as much as you can, yeah?
I can't. How you do? Are you allowed to send this video to me?
He's got a video on my YouTube channel if you want to watch it there.
Yeah. Give.
Do you have data? I could give them to you. I could give some.
How many of you, if you're honest with me, do you know you have these choices and these areas in your life that you want to try to move towards? You know that you want to try to change. You know you want to face some of these struggles, but fear sometimes paralyzes you. Anybody in here? Yeah, man, I've learned in my journey that I have to skydive that thing. And here's what I mean. I know sometimes, as when I was growing up, I didn't trust anybody. I know things that happened to me. My dad abandoned me. I isolated. And I always said, if I find the perfect person that I can count on, if I find the perfect person that I can trust, then I will. But the truth is that person's not here. People are people and they're going to let you down. I've learned I can't put my trust and my confidence in the people, but it's in the process and the discipline and the action of the habit of finding the courage to punch fear in the face and take the step of beginning to trust people, which means I started talking, I started speaking. I learned to skydive that thing, and here's what I mean. There's a lot of fears and insecurities all of us have. We all have insecurities. Like it, love it, or leave it. We all have things inside of us that we try to keep secure because we have shame or guilt or embarrassment or we care what others think. I've learned to skydive that thing. Last year, a bucket list that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go skydiving. I'm an adrenaline junkie. But the problem is now, where I'm at in my life, I'm a husband and I'm a father. And I guess my wife doesn't approve of me jumping out of planes at 15,000 feet. So I thought something that I've always wanted to do, I was never going to get the opportunity to do. But I was in Oregon and I got done early and I saw a sign and it said Skydive Oregon. And so I was like, yep. I called my wife. If I can get my wife to say, yeah, we're all good. I called her and I'm like, hey, honey, I got done a little bit early. I've always wanted to, you know, it's something that I've desired to do. I think I'm gonna go skydiving. Nah, I'm cool, I'm not going to. Yeah, maybe. Nah, I'm just kidding, I'm all right, I don't need to do that. It's not probably smart. And she says, I don't think she meant it at all, but she says, because I don't think she wanted to control me. She says, oh no, honey, go for it, do whatever you wanna do. But yeah, if you don't wanna do it, no big deal, that's cool too. Click. Dude, I know she didn't mean it, but my eyes got so big, I said, she said yes. So 20 minutes later, I call her. I'm packed up. I got an instructor around me. I'm at Skydive Oregon, and I call her. Her eyes get so big, I hung up. She ain't saying no. I'm all in. But as I start going through the process of skydiving, as the instructor shows up, and as he starts walking me through this process, my anxiety started getting higher. Like he started coming to me and saying, listen, here's your pack, here's your chute, here's how you're gonna fall. He put me on this counter. He said, this is my ninth jump today. I said, what, bro? 9 times? Do you pack your chute? He said, every time. I said, so you packed your chute 9 times today? Are we gonna test the odds? Are we good? We're cool on one more? Did you get tired? Did you miss a fold? He said, nah, bro, it's cool. He showed me how he did it. Dude, my anxiety, it's getting higher. This little ratchety plane lands. Ratchety. He said, all right, bro, let's get in. Whoa! He's from Oregon, so he's already kind of weird and hippie. As we get into the plane, we start ascending. He slides in behind me. My anxiety is on 10. Just like some of you, when you need to trust, you know that you want these areas in your life that you're insecure, and you get to the edge and fear paralyzes you and anxiety gets higher. Dude, I was right there. I've always wanted to do this, but through the process, I was so uncomfortable. As we get to 13,000 feet, he said, listen, bro, we got 6 connectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna connect this. I'm gonna hit all 6 3 times. Do this. Woo! You're gonna do it. You know, I know, we're secure. Skydive Oregon. I'm like, 13K. He pulls the door up. He says, listen, the free fall is only gonna be about 30 to 40 seconds. I want you to experience this moment. So we're gonna scoot to the door. We got 2,000 more feet of climbing. And as we scoot to the door, and as we begin to get to that place, I want you just to lean out of the plane. I'm holding on, and I'm like, no!
Follow this guy too much. He wants 1,000 followers.
Bye, bro. No.
Oh, okay.
What? Kan ni posta?
Eu tô com.
Huh?
Kan ni posta?
What?
On YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I'll edit it, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll edit it, don't worry.
I'm gonna like it, yeah?
Alright, bro.
He said, okay, now we're there. Here's the next piece that I want you to do. I want you to take the bottom of your feet and touch the bottom of the plane and hang there. I got you. And I'm like, no! Dude, I was terrified. In that plane, which was the safest place that I could have been, I've never felt more anxiety and fear in my life, even though I've always wanted to do it. But soon as I trusted the process, and soon as I trusted the community of those entrusted to help me learn to skydive, as soon as he got to that place at 15K and he said go, and I took that step, and we skydived that thing. All the anxiety, all the fear, it evaporated. As I free fell and I saw Mount Hood and Mount Rainier and Mount St. Helens, I've never felt more on top of the world. There's a lot of you in here that you struggle with trust. Fear has paralyzed you. You know there's areas in your life that you want to change, you need to change, but man, you get to the very precipice at that door and you run back because it is uncomfortable, and I need you to know change is uncomfortable. I've learned to skydive that thing. Make good choices, good things happen. Feed what I want to do, feed where I want to go, starve the negativity, starve the destructive behavior. It'll die. What I feed grows. The greatest tool you and I have as people, and this is what makes us unique beyond every other living being entity that has a heartbeat on this planet, every other animal, every other every other germ, every other specimen. I don't care what's out there that's a living organism. What makes you and I unique is whatever we put our time and our focus into grows. What we feed will build, and what we starve will die. Time and focus are the most two valuable.
No, you're supposed to keep them. Enjoy your workout.
Thank you. I'm dying already. Yeah.
I'm dying watching you.
You should join.
Next time.
Next time. Take care, guys.
Train me since he doesn't want to.
Oh, okay. I'll train you. Don't worry. Take care, guys.
Tools we have as people. Because if I can learn to focus my time on something and my energy and my intention on something, it will magnify. If I take that magnifying glass and I put it on that piece of paper with that sun, the time and the focus will burn that thing up. And everything that you face in your life, it's the exact same way. You don't have to be the most qualified. You don't have to be the most gifted. You don't have to be the most talented. I don't care what your past has been. I don't care what you have been through. Begin to take control, put your time, your focus, and the energy on the objectives that you want to create for your life, and go get it. And I don't care about anybody's negativity around you. Drown them out. Be the shark around that prey. You circle that thing over and over again, and you don't let anything distract you. I promise you, that's what I did, man. I wrote those words, change the world, and I said it every single day. I want to take ownership of my life. And I'm going to make choices that build and don't tear down. I developed 5 habits in my heart, my mind. It's a whole other talk that I can get into. I'm not going to get into too much, but let me hit a few points. But every day I started to think, if I can live a life of transparency, accountability, which means I'm going to talk, I'm going to allow mentors and coaches into my life. I can't do this on my own. I need community. We were born to live in relationship with people. None of us are an island, but that causes me to live transparent. I've got to be willing to talk about my stuff, even though it's super uncomfortable sometimes, even though sometimes I don't trust people, even though sometimes I don't feel like people always have my best interest in mind. I'm not telling you to air your mare out there to anybody, but there are people in your life that you've got to allow to lean on. Transparency is a powerful tool because it also causes you to process and for you to think. I talk to people not because I need you to always give me a great answer. I talk to people because I believe in the human mind, and we are freaking geniuses. Every single one of you in here, man, you are a genius. You have the ability to process, to think, to decision make, to create. You are a unique, very unique person. Hard work works, y'all. See, some of you have dreams and goals, but hard work, you can't get around it. I wish there was a magic wand that I could wave, that your passion, your dream, that thing you want to achieve, it could just happen, but it can't. Hard work is required. See, dreams and goals, hard work works. And what I mean by this, hard work and making good choices. Good choices will always position you in life to win. Hard work works. And I know some of you, listen to me very clearly, every A is not an A. I don't care how much you can jump on Google and get the answer and get your report card or your grade sheet or your teachers or your school to think that you're getting the A. If you're cutting corners, if you're taking shortcuts, every A is not an A. You're not robbing anybody else but you. See, hard work and making good choices, they work hand in hand. In this room, I promise you, are doctors and teachers and actors and athletes, musicians, social workers, cardiologists, cosmetologists, but it won't happen by accident. Hard work works. And you know what's great about our culture, y'all? The world's lazy. It's a good thing for you and me. Kind of, but not really, but yeah, kind of. And here's what I mean by that. Nobody wants to do it. Everybody will talk about it. Everybody will post about it. But nobody wants to roll up their sleeves and just go get it. And so what that means for me, if I don't have to be the most qualified, I don't have to be the most talented, all I got to begin to do is to apply myself. And by default, I'm going to separate myself from the crowd.
Oh my gosh, that was 101 what are they called again, calf raises. It's about 9:40. I need to really get going right now. I'll tell you guys more afterwards, but my legs are finished. All right, okay guys, so it is basically the next day and I didn't take that long, but I came home pretty late, I can't lie. And then I came out and then I prayed quickly and then I ate food and then I prayed Isha and then I was just chilling with my sisters and whatnot. And then by then it was about 12 o'clock and all that stuff. But anyway, you may have seen some kids in my when I was in my training session, and I was like, well, I could just turn the piss off and then leave me alone. But I was like, what's the point of doing that? Do you know what I mean? They were just like, because I've seen them before, and I was like, these guys just like, they just look cool. It's just like normal kids. Do you know what I mean? So what's the point of me just being annoyed with them? And then they're just curious and they're asking questions, and I was like, yeah, sure. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's like, why just be annoying and be rude to people? I was like, what's the point? You know what I mean? And for me, I don't even mind people just coming to my session. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, if I need to get stuff done, I tell them, and then they're respectful as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't even mind it like that. But now they were telling me, hey, you do calisthenics and you do YouTube and they'll do this and then that. I'm kind of speak, do this, do that. And you know what I mean? I don't mind it. They're nice people. And, you know, it's funny. There's like you may have seen him. The youngest kid, he was just fascinated with the camera, bro. I can't lie. He's like, hey, can I be a cameraman? Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I film you? And I was like, you know, I don't even care. Just do it. I don't care. Just don't break it, obviously. And obviously, he's clever enough to not break it. But and then they were just like, hey, can you show some calisthenics? I was like, sure. Got my rings, because obviously they saw me use the rings. And showed them some static holes. And they're like, oh, this is harder than it looks, because it is. And I was just showing them all this stuff. And then they'll show me skipping. Oh, this guy's crazy with skipping as well. You know, and we're just talking. You know, I don't even mind that. That's why it takes so long, because like people just want to talk to me. And then I don't know if you see them. Actually, you might have seen them, but there's they're not a couple, but they're more like colleagues. But anyway, they act like a couple. I can't lie. But okay, so then I started talking to them, and then they're going on about their business and stuff. And then I don't know why. I really don't know why, but people just love telling me their stuff. I don't know. Maybe because I'm approachable, friendly. I don't know what it is, but they just told me like a whole bunch of backstory, and then it's just like, you know what? I'll listen to you guys. I know I was doing my split squats and my legs were killing me. So like, you know what? I'll take the break. And then they're just telling me, and you know, they're telling me this and that, and then it's just like, people just tell me this. People just tell me stuff. I don't even ask for it. All I ask is like, hey, simple questions, and then from there it's just like, whoa, I'm learning so much about you guys. I barely told them anything about me. And they just told me not the whole backstory, but pretty much everything. And obviously I could read in between lines for the most part. And it's just like, you know, it's not like they told me, oh yeah, by the way, go away. It's just like, well, they just told me a lot of stuff. And yeah, I don't know what it is, but yeah, they just told me a whole bunch of stuff. And I think that's why it takes so long, because that should not have taken 2 hours. Realistically, that should have taken maybe max an hour and a half. I could have done it quicker than that, to be honest, but I'm just saying max. But simply because I just like talking to people. I don't know. It's just one of those things. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a downfall. Maybe positive. I mean, there's pros and cons to everything, but the con is that it takes up my time. But I still kind of enjoy it. I still enjoy talking to people and just like learning about stuff, you know, and just interacting with people. It's just nice. Do you know what I mean? Just what it is. But yeah. That was legs. My legs are finished right now. I can't lie. I can still feel them. But I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Don't really have anything else to say unless I missed out something. I mean, if I did, then I'll just say it tomorrow. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. And if I left, you know what? I'll probably do that post-editing. But if I left something out, then you'll find it there. But yeah, take care and peace, guys. That's my thinking right there.
I'll follow him.
Thanks, man. Thank you.